Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, present here as well as those joining us virtually. We are going to begin this morning's proceedings in another minute. I just have to confirm one tiny detail and we will get to it. Distinct pleasure to welcome you all here to this morning's proceedings. This event marks the first of several. It's going to be a series of events leading up to the actual Creative Power, Creative Arts Convention, which you will hear more about coming up soon. But there's quite a bit to be discussed and revealed this morning, and of course during the course of the next few weeks as we get closer to the actual convention. What I can say is that this event is going to be a beacon of inspiration for the creatives in our creative economy in St. Kitts and Nevis, and it is going to be something that is packed with innovation and creative inspiration for everyone. So we are gathered here today not only to unveil some of the details of this highly anticipated convention, but also to celebrate the very vibrant and dynamic community of arts, designers, writers, filmmakers, visionaries, etc., who continually, time after time, month after month, year after year, who push the boundaries of creativity. This conference, this convention, all of you together, you are what fuels our creative economy here in St. Kitts and Nevis, and the endless possibilities for your growth in your various crafts are what we are trying to foster, given this event that is coming up. Now, we live in a world where It's constantly evolving, especially in the digital and creative economies, and the role of your creative professionals, it has never been more crucial, as you know. You essentially are the dreamers, the storytellers, the narrators, the shapers, the originators, and those who shape our culture, who challenge our artistic perspectives, and who bring new ideas to life so vividly. This upcoming convention is dedicated to you. It is to provide a platform for you to connect, to collaborate, to elevate your professional skills, particularly in your creative fields. So, as you would discover during the course of this morning's proceedings, as well as when you attend in the next couple of weeks, we have meticulously created and curated a program that features an array of distinguished speakers, as you would hear, hands-on workshops, panel discussions, and networking opportunities, all designed to spark and energize your creative juices. So permit me at this time to extend a special thank you to the organizers, the partners, sponsors, creators of this event, the committee who is involved and attached, those who would have lent us their dedication and their commitment and their intellectual property to enhance this particular event. Your commitment, all of you, to this creative community is deeply appreciated, and as you know, it is invaluable. So as we embark on this exciting journey, we look forward to an incredible convention filled with creativity and discovery, motivation and information, and of course, support. Welcome to the Creative Power Creative Arts Convention. We will have some remarks by the Minister with responsibility for the creative economy, the Honorable Samuel Duggins.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I want to send my own welcome to all of you here present, both in the physical form in the building, but also those present virtually via our media outlets. Now, this morning, I am distinctly honored and extremely pleased because August 31st to September 7th, the St. Kitts Marriott Hotel will be shaking with creative power. One whole week of creative energy that is targeted at you, the creatives. The idea of creating a department of the creative economy was to empower, was to develop, and further your own thrust towards making a career in creative industries. That was 2 years ago, almost. We are here now with the inaugural Creative Power Creative Arts Convention. And this is a product that will bring networking opportunities, training and development opportunities, opportunities for you to collaborate with some of the industry's best. Over 25 top-ranking facilitators within various art forms will be here in this very space in the St. Kitts Marriott Hotel, collaborating with you, giving you expert advice, witnessing your own tremendous talent, and guiding the pathway to its development. This is what this is about. And for us, this is one of the pillars that the creative economy is standing on. Because there's the other pillar of supporting the talent in the financial form. And the creative arts, we know how challenging that has been. But here we are with the Creative Arts Fund on one hand, that has been supporting our creatives, and the Creative Arts Convention on another hand, to support it in terms of networking, in terms of training and development. And so when I look at where we are going as a creative economy, as a department, as an industry, I sit here extremely pleased And it is led by the youngest director in the civil service, and that is also commendable. This is your product. Back in our time, when it was baggy jeans, you remember FUBU? And FUBU stands for us, by us. And this is FUBU. This is a product that is for us, by us. And I do mean us, because I am a creative myself. For us, by us. Led by young people. Driven by creative energy. And this road hasn't been easy, I could tell you that. But the tenacity and the fight within the members of the creative economy, this product is testament to that. And that is the beauty of creatives. You find a way to challenge society no matter what the obstacle is. And as a minister, I am asking you to keep that fire. Continue pushing the envelope as creatives. Continue documenting our stories. Continue documenting your passion. Because history has known nothing else. And I keep telling the story that if you were to look back in history, and I ask you about the Egyptians, you would tell me about their art, the buildings they built, their scribes on the walls. It is art that you remember. If I were to ask you about ancient Rome, you would tell me about their art as well. And likewise, if I were to ask you about many civilizations of the past, what we remember is their art, their writings, their paintings, the stuff that they did with their creative energies. What will generations later on remember about us? It is what you, the creatives, document today. And so this Creative Arts Convention is to help guide you along that process of being properly prepared to properly document and benefit from that art. It's to prepare you to become, in the creative space and the performing arts space, the next Byron Messiah. Because he has now broken the glass ceiling and has shown us that we could achieve at the highest level. We saw the Rihannas do it before. We saw the Kevin Littles do it before. But never before did we see a local rise to that level of global stardom. And Byron Messiah has proven to the world that St. Kitts, as the smallest independent nation in the Eastern Caribbean and the Western Hemisphere, can do big things. Never forget that. And so, as we have our own sweet sister Sensia, who has been a phenomenal female DJ and revered across the region and internationally. This Creative Arts Conference is to help take that to the next level. As we have a Jeb Black, who is a phenomenal photographer, this Creative Arts Conference is to take that to the next level. And I see so many different disciplines, and we have over 25 different facilitators. Arts and craft, film, music production, and it goes beyond even that. There are other areas that have nothing to do with the creative space directly. Law, communication, and all of these areas that could help us to become more professional in whatever endeavor, whatever area of life. So today as a minister, today as a creative, I am inspired, I am humbled, and I am thankful. And I wish for you to give another round of applause to the entire Department of the Creative Economy for putting on this wonderful event this wonderful showcase for you, for us, by us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Samuel Duggins. And I would have mentioned it in the opening remarks, but I'm sure a lot of us here share in the sentiments that whoever, whichever department, whoever the persons responsible were for creating the Creative Power Creative Arts Convention, thank you. So many, I'm sure hundreds of participants will thank you at the end of this after their enlightenment and inspiration and just general knowledge that they will receive. So far we've heard the dates, and it's August 31st to September 7th, and you've heard a location, which is right here at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort, but I'm sure you have quite a few more questions. And coming up next, another ambassador here we have, Mr. Cassim Pemberton, is going to tell you exactly what to expect at the convention. We will have a segment, more than one actually, where you will be able to ask your questions, and someone from the panel will field them. So think of your questions in the meantime, even those of you digitally, and we will provide the opportunity and the way that you can submit those questions for their response.
All right, so good morning to everyone who's in the room, all those who are listening via radio, all those on the social media platforms. My name is Mr. Pemberton this morning. Most of you know me as Ruckus HE, just in case you don't know. So my job this morning is to let you know exactly what you can expect at our inaugural Creative Power Arts Convention. And we have a lot of exciting things for you. It's going to be exciting. All right, so we have our panel discussions where our creatives and our facilitators will all be able to be in one room where you can ask all the questions that you need to ask. And we don't want, when we get in the room, don't shy. Don't be afraid to ask your questions. That is what we are here for. That is what the facilitators are there for as well. Ask any question that you need to ask. And that's our panel discussion. So, of course, even though you're not a part of some of these classes, our facilitators will be in one room where you can ask your question to any one of the facilitators. All right? We also have our lectures and presentation. We also have master classes, and these master classes are where you can get a more hands-on approach to what you're learning on that day. I mean, that is what we're here for, right? We're here to make sure that we can execute what we are learning, and so our facilitators are going to give you that opportunity so that you can do what they're teaching you hands-on, more detailed. And that's what the master class is all about. We have a small group consultations, and so that's something that you need to look forward to as well. And we also have exclusive opportunities. And now, this is where maybe a few of you can actually pitch your ideas to these facilitators. Maybe you have an idea, something that you want to pursue. Maybe you want to work with one of these facilitators. You want to collaborate. And you will have that opportunity to pitch your ideas to these facilitators. So it's not just them coming and teaching you and then see you, bye-bye. Let me know, what do you do? What would you like to do? How can I help you? Where can we go from here? And so we have those exclusive opportunities. And the sectors that we're going to be targeting for our Creative Power Arts Convention, it's business of music, music production, dance, theater, film, photography, videography, entertainment law and strategy, communications, hair, makeup, arts education, branding and marketing, carnival costume design and production, event promotion, app development, modeling and fashion, innovation and design thinking, entrepreneurship, and content strategy. So in one full week, we're going to be covering all of these sectors. And it's a lot, but we have a lot of facilitators. We have a lot of facilitators who are going to be here to make sure that they help you to grow, to take your talent to the next level. And we want by the time they leave here, we are on another level. And that is the aim. When they leave here, we should be in a better position, understand how they made it, what we can do to also advance ourselves, different techniques. And I want you guys to approach it like, hey, come with a blank mind. Come with a blank mind. I don't know anything, because we are not too big, too young to learn. And that is what these facilitators are going to be here for. And so I want you guys to look out for it. My job here is very simple, just to let you know what to expect. And I'll end there. And I have some more information for you. But when that time comes, I will let you know.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pemberton, today. He's not Ruckus H.E. as we usually know him this morning. He's Mr. Pemberton, so we will respect him as Mr. Pemberton. So you would have heard about what to expect. I sat there trying to do some finger counting about the number of segments and niches that were going to be covered, and I ran out of fingers. So I really don't know exactly how many, but I think the team, they have covered them all. I could not think of anything else that they would have been missing. And because I know Honorable Samuel and his team are so open to suggestions and they're so willing to make sure that this is exactly what our creative professionals need. If by chance you are in a niche that you may have missed, I encourage you to share it with them, because you never know. Maybe some of the facilitators are actually versed in the field that was not mentioned and are able to facilitate as well, or maybe they can go back to the drawing board and add a facilitator here and there to ensure that this is an all-encompassing convention, but it sounds like it's already the case to me. So if you're wondering who the facilitators are going to be, we have a staged reveal, and so they are in batches. And the very first batch, batch 1, is available for the reveal by our very good friend over here, Mr. Pemberton.
So I won't reveal it by telling you. I think I want to reveal it by showing you. I think I should do it that way. I think I will reveal batch 1 by showing it to you. Guys, we need you to look at the screen. This one is big. Who we are bringing here to be facilitators, who we are bringing here to teach you, who you're going to be learning from, they ain't small. Trust me, they're not small, and some of you know them, some of you might not know them, but trust me, I can't say anymore. I think we should run the video so that they can see who we're bringing to St. Kitts to be facilitators.
Ivan Berry.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Ivan Berry, Kittitian born, living in Canada as a music executive for the last 45 years on the highest level. I am so excited that St. Kitts and Nevis is putting on the first Creative Power Arts Convention. Please register for this event. It is going to be absolutely epic. We will vibe, we will share, and we will export culture and import foreign revenue. Thank you.
Davon Carty.
St. Kitts Nevis, it's your first annual Creative Power Arts Convention. My name is Davon Carty, and I'm going to be one of your facilitators. My area of expertise is touring. I want you to register, I want you to turn up, and I want you to turn out. I look forward to seeing you, I look forward to hearing from you, I look forward to sharing with you. I look forward to networking with you. So register, come on out, and be a part of it. St. Kitts and Nevis. Thank you.
Jonathan Ramos.
Greetings. My name is Jonathan Ramos. I am a concert promoter and global touring executive based in Los Angeles. I am very much honored by the invitation to the inaugural St. Kitts and Nevis Creative Power Art Convention later this year. The organizers have assembled an accomplished and decorated group of industry professionals for what should be an exciting, inspirational, and informative week. In my 2 decades in the live music industry, I've had the very good fortune to work with many global superstars. I look forward to sharing those experiences and engaging with artists, creatives, and industry professionals alike. I encourage you to register, and I will see you in St. Kitts and Nevis very, very soon.
Cosign.
Oh, hello world. It's Cosign, 9-time Grammy nominated, multi-platinum music producer, artist, actor. I've worked with people like Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, John Legend, Ludacris, Big Sean, Justin Bieber, and many, many more. And I'm so excited to be a facilitator for the first ever St. Kitts and Nevis Creative Power Arts Convention. You need to register not now, but right now, okay? Because I'm coming to give you all of my secrets, all of my tips, tricks, advice, so that we can build, so that we can grow. I'm so excited. Your land, your country is so beautiful. And yeah, I will be seeing you guys soon. God bless you.
Spencer Musalam.
Hi, my name is Spencer Musalam, and I want to talk to you about the first ever St. Kitts and Nevis Creative Power Arts Convention. I'm very grateful and excited to have been invited to attend this event in September. If you haven't done so, I strongly urge you to register for this event. I'm positive you're going to leave with some great takeaways. We're going to roll up our sleeves and work together to help make you export ready. We'll see you there.
Derek Wilkie.
Hi, my name is Derek Wilkie. I'm based in Barbados. For the last 35 years I've been practicing in the business of music, both in the area of publishing and master rights. I specialize in copyrights and distribution and streaming activity. The Creative Power Arts Convention in St. Kitts presents a unique and unparalleled opportunity for industry's professionals and creatives to share knowledge and expertise in the growing music market. Understanding the intricacies of copyrights is crucial for authors and composers in today's music world. That's why we need you to register up and participate in this exciting initiative put on by the government of St. Kitts. I'm excited and I'm looking forward to meeting you all.
Max Goose.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Max Goose. I'm the CEO of Artistry Records, a Miami-based music company funded by the Universal Music Group. I will be traveling to St. Kitts in September to be part of the first Creative Power Arts Convention at the invitation of my brother Ivan Berry. I am going to be searching for the next big thing. So if you've got what it takes, you should register now. And I look forward to meeting you in September. See you soon.
Vivian Barclay.
Hi everyone, I'm Vivian Barclay, a music executive with over 30 years of experience from Jamaica and Canada. I've recently been honored on Billboard's Women in Music and International Power Players list. And for the past 23 years, I've been the managing director of a major music publishing company, working with some of your favorite artists from the Caribbean and around the world. I'm thrilled to be a presenter at the first ever St. Kitts and Nevis Creative Power Arts Convention, and I can't wait to share knowledge, connect with some industry professionals, and discover new talent. Please don't miss out. Register now and hope to see you there. Thank you.
Tariq Russian Johnson.
Come check me at the Creative Power Arts Conference, September 4 to 6, St. Kitts. Russian will be there. I'll be doing exclusive panel discussions, workshops, meeting producers and artists. Buy tickets now.
Ladies and gentlemen, if that's batch y'all, sure y'all didn't put the whole thing together. That's batch one still?
Only one.
Only one batch?
Only one.
Well, I think it's going to be an incredibly interesting convention. I looked at the ladies and gentlemen just now, I tried to read all of the accolades that were at the bottom, all of the people that they've worked with, all of the things they've accomplished, all of the things, the projects that they've been a part of, and I could not imagine that they've spoke, each of them, for I'm sure, no less than 30 seconds, and I could not even finish the things at the bottom, so I will have to take a list at that, and I look at that later, and that's just to show you the incredible list that is under their belt, the things that they've achieved. And I'm sure if you even stopped to read just one or two of them, you would know that these people are definitely the heavy lifters in their niches and their markets. And we can all do well to learn from each of these people. If this is, like I say, if this is batch one, I can't imagine what's to come. It's going to be an amazing, amazing opportunity. Right now, I see there is an opportunity for persons to ask any questions. So before we offload any more information on you, which there is quite a bit more, do we have anybody in the audience right now who already has a question based on the information that has already been revealed?
Good morning, all. Glenn Bart, SK Newsline. I want to congratulate all of you for the outstanding work that has been done so far for this upcoming Power Creative Arts Convention. It's a very good idea. But I want you to lay the foundation for us, for all of us, not only people who are in the creative arts, but the general population. We have been in the business of entertainment for many years, from way back before Ellie Matt's time and so forth. What essentially are the major inhibitors or problems that creative artists face, whether they're in music, whether they're in dance, or whatever it is? What is it that they face that is preventing them from moving from the foundation level up to one or two levels higher? And then after you're finished with that, can you also indicate to us, is there any component of this convention that will deal specifically with the use of platforms in terms of monetization of your music or whatever it is you're producing? Because I think there is also an issue there that needs to be overcome. Thank you.
Mr. Bad, I want to thank you for those two questions. Briefly, I would touch on the first one in particular, and then I would pass it on to Ms. Webb, who will detail it. But as a creative and someone who has been around the industry for some 20 plus years, I think it would be important for me to give a perspective that I've recognized. And you asked a question about what has been the inhibiting factor. Part of it has been inspiration, not having seen anyone from your jurisdiction make it. And we understand the concept of a glass ceiling, where when you don't see it around you, you don't feel that you're capable of actually achieving it. And we've seen some of that aspect being diminished, like I said, with the emergence of, and again, even our own very sweet sister Sensia, who travels even throughout the US and play, and people now know that these things are possible. And then you have a DJ Terror that's following behind and even taking it to other heights as well. And then, of course, Byron Messiah. But the other part is, and the most critical to me, is transfer of knowledge and connections. When you see a lot of these industry experts and people making it, they usually come from a concentrated area of people that were successful before. And so there's no, so even let's take a Rihanna. Before Rihanna, there were a number of artists from Barbados that started making waves, Rupee and others. And then you had a Rihanna. If you look at Jamaica, you had a number of artists, and then you see there's success breeds success. Because once I see what you're doing, then I can learn from you. And then I can follow and repeat those steps and get closer to success. And we've seen that over time. This is what this is rooted in. The idea of bringing industry experts to share their knowledge, share their expertise. Because if we don't have it on the soil, the idea is to bring it in, share it amongst the creatives, and then they could get one step closer to achieving like success that they would have experienced from some of these persons, giving their own experiences and experiences of their peers. And I will just turn it over from here to Ms. Webb to detail some of the other responses.
All right, good morning, everyone. So in relation to the digital platforms, that's what you were speaking of, we know that has been an issue, monetizing on YouTube and the relevant social media platforms. That is it's an untapped industry in St. Kitts because we do not have the infrastructure as yet. What I can say is that we have made strides thus far in terms of the Intellectual Property Office doing the necessary legislature to get there. It's not finished yet. We are still developing it, but the IPO, which is led by Ms. Gian William Knight, they're working on that development in the legislative area. So that also, we also have persons, I think one or two of the facilitators who we just mentioned also have expertise in that area. And so they will be speaking on that regard. But we just have some tweaks to do in St. Kitts in terms of the foundation to, sign on to the countries listed in the various social media platforms and the monetization of it. And so that is something that will definitely be successful in the very near future. Okay, thank you.
In addition to what Mr. Bat said, congratulations. I think that this is the most attention that the creative space has been given in a number of years. He took my question right out of my mouth in relation to monetization. It's something I talk about and ask about all the time. So I'm happy with the strides we've made, the copyright bill being tabled and passed in the House recently, the repealing of what was there before because it was ineffective, it was not being updated and stuff like that. You spoke of restrictions just now in terms of monetization and stuff like that. Can you give a bit more details of what some of those restrictions are so that the general public and persons who might not deep dive or go down the rabbit hole in how YouTube monetization platform is set up, because it's a lot of reading and a lot of research. So just give some of that so that I guess an appreciation can be had for when we do get to that stage, manifesting it, what were the hurdles that had to be overcome?
Awesome. You're asking for us to address the restrictions that we have currently?
Yeah, just mention like what they are and what could be done to give more information for the public to understand.
Okay. I don't want to speak out of turn, so I would have preferred that, the Intellectual Property Office, gives that detail because I don't want to give any misinformation, so I won't speak on that directly. But again, these are things that will be addressed throughout the convention. So that's not something that is off the agenda. We had Creatives Connect the entire last year, basically trying to understand what we need as a creative community. And we know that is something that is top of the listing. And so we took all of those concerns and challenges and those panel discussions. It's not just one, like every day, would have panel discussion with various different, areas to tap into, and that is one area of concentration. So you will be getting more of that come September, but I really do not want to speak out of turn.
First, I'd like to say it's about time. Yeah. Because, I mean, Sinkis has so much talent that we have been watching waste over so many years. Just the other day, I was speaking to somebody about Scratchy. I mean, because, you know, when they was with the recording and all this stuff, it's like, I'm so proud of where he was to where he is. You know what I mean? And, you know, boy, Pete, them doing their thing. You know what I mean? And my thing is like, I am happy that you guys finally seen so much talent, but I'm coming here because I would like to see something happen in St. Kitts. A lot of times I watch America's Got Talent, Guyana Got Talent, Africa Got Talent. How about creative putting on something where St. Kitts have talent? You know, a show where it doesn't have to be singing, it doesn't have to be dancing. Man, even if a child could take a pot and do something with it and be creative about it, and you open it broad to children in school who have talents. There might be DJs in school, like girls. Like, I want to see so much women come on board because there's going to be a time I'm going to give it up. You know what I mean? And I feel like if we, you know, come together and put on an amazing show where St. Kitts have talent, we see the talents and from all over the islands and the country, different schools coming together, children, you don't even have to give them an age. Once you can bring a talent, you do that show. And I think that will be amazing because if you put on a show like that, and I know my child is going to be on that show, me and all she groupies, them come into that show. You know what I mean? And I feel like that will open up a broader audience, YouTube, people seeing that we have so much more talent than just these artists. Okay, with Byron's Messiah put us on the map, and I'm sure a lot of more people will be looking to see what St. Kitts have. So that is something I would really like to see in the future. That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much. That was more of a comment, more than a question, but thank you. We welcome those as well. And I see we have a comment or question again, but if I'm permitted, I actually wanted to make a comment to your comment to say, you know, I don't like to think of things being in the past not utilized or not developed as broad as they possibly could be as waste, because it took all of that to come to this. And so we might have been growing and nurturing and fostering talents all of that time to bring us to this moment where they're actually going to say, you know what, because of those talents in the past, we are actually going to put this convention together to broaden. So I do agree with you. I wouldn't necessarily say it's about time, but I could imagine you living in that space. You feel like you've been waiting this for a long time. And also to say, I've seen similar shows in St. Kitts try to do the theme of, you know, St. Kitts has talent. We've seen Kittitian Superstar over the years and a few others. But what I would encourage, both from the creative professionals and, as you just say, your groupies, your daughter groupies, we as Kittitians, we need to be involved in and support, because, you know, it's one thing for the professionals to put these talents and have these talents and put them together, but a lot of it is rooted in support and, as you say, attention. And so now that the ministers and the government and the creative economy department, etc., have placed this attention and this focus into this industry, we too, as Kittitians and Nivisions, need to follow and drive and encourage and support so that it can go even bigger. But that's the comment to your comment. Thank you so much. Ms. Thompson? Okay, so we have another comment to her comment.
Right.
And this would be the final comment / question in this particular segment. Okay, I have one more from the gentleman, and then we will close there, because we will have another opportunity for more questions. So if you have a question, don't be despondent. You can ask it further, but we want to make sure that the rest of the reveal goes smoothly.
Comment to her comment, and it's an idea I've been had in my head for a while, a couple of years, talking to different DJs as well, like the DJ scene in St. Kitts, doing where it came from, how it started, and as she said, having more women. Like, is there room for a DJ workshop, a DJ thing? DJs coming in, Sensia,
because
and how it actually goes, like doing a dub, doing a mashup, mixing everything, not just trying to juggle and a lot of talking that we know, like locally and close in islands, but like real mashups and stuff, like Skrillex them and mixing everything, and it just works. Like, I would love to see that kind of attention into DJing and not just juggling and talking.
You all looking at my paper. Actually, on the 15th, Monday the 15th July, and Tuesday the 16th, we will be having a DJ workshop led by our ambassador, DJ Terra. It's not just him. He's bringing some of the international DJs that he is connected with and some of our established DJs in St. Kitts. And guess what? It's not just for adults. We're going to be having one for kids and teens, and then one for emerging professionals in the DJ scenes. And some of we actually have the poster right here, so I would just list some of the techniques and stuff that will be learned. Beat matching, transitions, crossfader techniques, scratch techniques, reading your crowd, song selections, DJ remixes, networking and marketing, MC skills, and more. So just soon, that very comment that both of you made, we have it. And in relation to the competitions, we're working on it. It's a part of our strategic plan. We're a very small team, so we're trying to go day by day to really do what is best for you, the creatives, and all of us are creatives. So as the minister said, for us, by us. All right.
Final comment for our question, sorry, for this particular question and answer segment.
Yes, I'm a recording artist here. A lot of people might know that, but I just want to commend the creative economy for doing such a good job and at least making the initiative to at least start something, because everything got to start. So, me ain't got a problem. I like how we one, but I have a proposal and I have a scenario, a personal scenario that might shed some light, right? So I was one time I get an opportunity to get a shot in California, right? Like I can't go California because my passport can't go California. And to get a visa to go California, that's going to be more on my personal end and stuff like that, right? So the people then was asking me, like, if I ain't have nothing in my country that facilitate entertainers to make sure that we could, when our talent is requested, we have to make sure that the talent could reach out and represent. We think, you check? So I don't know if you got a way, if you could at least include into the training to show them how to get out there. If it's a way the government, I must say the creative economy or anything about that, like, could help to make that easier vibes, And next thing now, I would like to make a proposal. The music fest is coming up right now. I think it's about time now we realize how much talent here and try to pull off a festival for the locals themselves, for the artists them here, to get paid good for what they're doing and to show the people them that we reach a level now that we could entertain our own people. Because you don't see Jamaica, these other places. They will bring to a foreign act now and again because people want to see what out there too. But when it comes to the shows, it's their own. Because they play and listen to their own music. The people them ain't mine. But the people them in powers, I guess, they feel like they draw a bigger crowd if they bring people from away and so. But the same people them here could rock the people them. You check? So I just want the people them look into a real music, St. Kitts Music Festival for the art and talent of St. Kitts. Yeah.
To P, I would like to say thank you for those contributions. And I wanted to talk on the aspect of the visa, the entertainment visas and that aspect. This is something that we've been working on from a department level. But I also want to go into it from a different angle. If you recognize and you had a chance to look at some of the facilitators that will be coming, you recognize that not all of them are frontline. So you have producers and you have performers. But if you recognize there were a lot of support services also there. Concert professionals and tour, all these things, publishing. It's because we recognize one of the challenges that our creative industry has. And I always liken it to a pyramid, where you have a true industry should have the artists and the performers at the top. and support services widened beneath the artists to support the artists. So when you saw somebody like Bob Marley make it, and if we saw the movie recently, there are scenes that if you paid attention, you'd recognize that when they walk in the room, there's a room of 5, 6, 7, 8 persons just working, making the phone calls, making sure that wardrobe, making sure all the other support services are going well. And so we recognize our industry is lacking that. And what we met was an inverted pyramid, an upside-down pyramid. We are the base of artists was wide and no support services much to support the base of artists. And if you know anything about structural design, an inverted pyramid is easy to fall. So what we want to do now is create a proper pyramid, widen the scope of support services. So we want to bring people who are expert in these areas to train our people. Who's going to be the next manager for the next big artist? Because we all see Byron Messiah. But part of his success comes because he got proper management too. Who's going to make sure that all of the legal work is in place? Who's going to make sure that he has the right visas to travel to the right places? All of these are support services that our people can play and perform. And so while you have an artist, you have a lawyer, you have a manager, you have publicists, you have fashion, what do they call that? The stylist. You have all these different support services. So when that artist moves, 15 other people move with that artist. And this is what we're trying to build, an industry. This isn't just putting a paint over the old building. This is constructing a new thing from the ground up, properly this time. And I wanted to touch on that. While we are doing some work to assist, I wanted to touch on the long-term vision of creating the talent on island to take it further and build out the industry properly.
Thank you very much for the feedback, the questions, the comments. Those of you who would have sent, I know would have offered the opportunity to persons online to submit questions as well. So unfortunately, at this point, we are not able to field those questions just yet, considering that we do have the remainder of the reveal to go, but you will get another opportunity to ask more questions. So just hold them, and we're going to move into the reveal of the second batch. Imagine it, and this is not the last batch either, guys. We're going to move into the second batch, so I will let Mr. Pemberton tell you again about what's in store.
So I know that we are all excited after the first batch, but we still got more excitement to come, right? We still have a lot more to come, and like Ms. Morton just said, it's only batch 1. We still have 2 more batches to come. And as the minister mentioned earlier, it's over 25 facilitators. And so, lots more is in store. All right? So, we're going to move into the release of batch 2. So, if you haven't seen a facilitator that you would like to see as yet, maybe this facilitator is now in batch 2. But the only way for us to find out if that is so, we have to see batch 2. Pay attention to the screen.
Jeffrey Charles, photographer. Jeffrey Charles, a trailblazer in Caribbean photography and filmmaking, captures compelling stories that challenge norms and set new industry standards. Jessica Shaw, professional dancer. Jessica Shaw, a luminary in the world of dance. With a career marked by grace and precision, Jessica is currently the Associate Artistic Director of La Acadco, a testament to her profound impact on the art form. Dr. Leigh Antoinette Steins, professional dancer. Dr. Leigh Antoinette Steins, a trailblazer in dance. As the artistic director and founder of La Acadco, her visionary leadership has reshaped the dance landscape, blending culture and artistic excellence. Nisha Tweed, creative strategist. Nisha Tweed, an award-winning creative visionary with global brand marketing expertise, known for the innovative projects like launching New York City Bike and creating virtual reality experiences for impactful causes. Sandra Oakley, actress. Sandra Oakley, a versatile actress whose talent shines on both screen and stage. With notable roles in productions like Bob Marley, One Love, and The Resident, she captivates audiences with every performance. Verlin Williams, locks extension specialist, and Janelle Williams, hair braider. Senkis's very own Verlin Locker and Janelle Williams have become social media sensations, captivating audiences with their incredible hair expertise. Verlin is an expert in locks extension. Throughout her career, she collaborated with brands such as Janet Collections, Beauty Elements, and Bobby Ross. Her sister, Janelle Williams, a braiding maestro, adds her own touch of artistry to their dynamic duo. Justin Porter, filmmaker. Justin Porter, a visionary behind JPM Weddings, redefines wedding filmmaking with his unique cinematic style, capturing candid moments that preserve timeless memories. Chavez Prokop, product designer. Senkis's very own Chavez Prokop, lead product designer at Cash App, combines innovation with community impact through his work in AI, app design, and entrepreneurial ventures. Scott Dunn, event promoter. Scott Dunn, the driving force behind Jamaica's premier entertainment experiences. As the group managing director of Dream Entertainment Limited, his expertise fuels the success of Dream Weekend and Exodus Carnival, setting the standard for exceptional event experiences.
Another impressive cast of facilitators there, more geared towards the performing arts as opposed to the first batch, which was more geared towards music and production and entertainment industry in that field. So I'm going to allow us to see batch 3 right behind batch 2 because I want to make sure that you have all of your questions prepared and we improve the flow a bit. So right up next, batch 3.
All right, so before we go into batch number 3, I hope you guys are excited so far for our inaugural Creative Power Arts Convention. And I hope that we're going to see you guys there without even seeing batch 3, because we still have more. We still have more to reveal this morning. But this time it's not going to be in a video format. We have Mr. Jonathan J. Black, who is actually the voice behind of the release, and he's going to do this one for us this morning at the head table. So I don't know if he's going to give us the same voice that he just used, you know, or he can only do it in studio, but we'll know now.
No pressure.
All right, so Mr. J. Black is going to release our third batch of facilitators.
Okay. All right. Pressure, boy. Yeah, take it, boy. Okay. Okay. This facilitator has more than 2 decades of experience, and as an okay, got a little typo. Don't worry about it. I bust a little bit. I can start again. We're good. All right. More than 2 decades of experience as an educator and entrepreneur. Creator of the High Growth Entrepreneurship Roadmap C, visionary leader, educator, author of 3 study guides, doctorate in technology entrepreneurship, has forged influential partnerships with institutions such as UE, UNDP, and UNESCO plus more. This facilitator is Dr. Tamu Brown for Design Thinking and Creativity. How are we doing? All right, all right. All right. Our second facilitator, experienced in trademark attorney and brand strategist, featured in Essence Magazine, Business News Daily, and Sports Illustrated, a doctor of law, band leader of Ultra Carnival and pageant coach extraordinaire. You may know her. This facilitator is Ozel Martin, experienced trademark attorney and brand strategist. Okay. Y'all with me? That's a yes or no? Yeah. Good job. All right. Our third facilitator, over 20 years of experience in art and education in Canada and the UK, career counseling accreditation in Canada, and a master's degree from the Central St. Martin's degree, London. Recognized with numerous awards and represented by galleries across Canada, works at Toronto Metropolitan University, managing an ancillary program in creative industries, and has facilitated the transition of over 1,000 students into creative careers globally. This facilitator is Alexandra Darcy, arts educator. Okay. We still got more, man. We still got more. Okay. This facilitator is self-taught marketing and branding expert based in Atlanta, Georgia, specializing in shaping brand identities across diverse industries since 2015. Holds a bachelor's degree in cinematography and video production, collaborated with renowned brands such as Kroger, Good American, Versed Skincare, Armani Beauty, Prada Beauty, Shea Moisture, and more. This facilitator is Mia Harden, marketing and branding expert and graphic designer. Okay. This one is my favorite. Yeah, Lucas too. Began career as a carnival costume designer in 2017. Currently costume designer for a Tribe, a renowned carnival band. Founder of Carney Academy, offering courses on carnival costume construction. Passionate about educating and nurturing future carnival costume designers. This is none other than Natalie Von Rose, costume designer. Y'all understand why she's my favorite, right? Yeah, she's pretty bad. All right. This facilitator started her modeling journey on America's Next Top Model Cycle 4, respected post coach and model mentor, featured on Fashion Week runways in Paris, Milan, New York, and London, published in Vogue, Cosmopolitan, Marie Claire, Rolling Stone, and W magazines. This is Kenya Hill, professional model. That one was solid, no mistakes at all. I love that. Okay. This facilitator up next is Trinidadian makeup artist based in New York City. Works behind the camera and beauty and fashion campaigns with the likes of Elle, Essence, Harper's Bazaar, and Teen Vogue magazines and celebrity talent. In front of the camera, she creates content driven by beauty education. On her off days, she hosts the Life of a Makeup Artist podcast. This is Jalisa Jaikaran, beauty expert, makeup artist. Okay. All right. This facilitator is a renowned visual artist, photographer, filmmaker, and broadcaster, recognized by luminaries such as Ava DuVernay, David Oyelowo, and Edward Eninful. Known for award-winning projects like Black is the New Black and They've Gotta Have Us. Made history with the National Portrait Gallery's largest acquisition of African and Caribbean works. This is Simon Frederick, film director. How was that? No, what was question asking y'all? How was the reading and how was the presenters? Okay, cool. No, I wasn't asking about that. How is it that y'all like the presenters so far? Give me the round of applause, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Who do I turn it over to? Back to Miss Morton. Back to Miss Morton. Okay.
Back to Miss Morton. Okay. Thank you very much for your very exciting and colorful presentation of the final batch of facilitators. I love to see when our very own locals can go in circles with the international persons who have perfected their crafts in the various areas. So congratulations to all of the facilitators, but a very special personal congratulations to those who are of Kittitian and Nivisian descent. Now, you've seen all of the facilitators by now. I am not saying figure out how to skip work for the week, but figure out how to skip work for the week. Okay? Because I too am interested in this convention based on the things that I've seen here. The presenters, based on the topics. I can't imagine if I were, in the creative space, just professionally, solely, how I would miss this Creative Power, Creative Arts Convention. So it's August 31st to September 7th. So you do have some time to plan your schedules around this event. But I would encourage you strongly, if you are in the creative space on any level at all in St. Kitts and Nevis, make your way to this convention. Details about sign up, any costs or anything of that nature will be revealed at a later date or this evening if the team is that idea is amenable to them, because I know that these things take a lot of planning, they take a lot of details, especially with the announcements. Things may change based on the volume of persons who are interested in participating, but keep your calendars open and your minds in preparation for the convention coming up, the Creative Arts, Creative Power Convention on August 31st to September 7th.
All right, so before we move forward, I would just like to let the public know that registration will be open from the 1st of July. The 1st of July, so mark that date, because with all of this excitement, you don't want to end up in a situation where spots are filled. All right, so July 1st, our website will go live. You will also be able to register. You will see an outline of the classes, the different times and dates. And even if you can't make it for a full week, of course, we have the option where you can get a day pass. And that's only if you can't make it for the whole week. If you can't take vacation, because you need one in order to come to this for a whole week. All right? And these sessions will run from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's all day. We live here. We live here from August 31st to the 7th of September. So again, July 1st will be the official launch of the website, and everything will be there for you. And we are making sure that, because I know some persons might want to do different classes, and so we're making sure that we schedule them in such a way that they don't clash, all right, so that you can be able to go to different classes during the day, all right? And of course, you will be able to decide which day you are interested in, because we will have a schedule. So you will say, hey, I think I want to see Fun Rules. I think I want to see Russian. So these are the days that I will go. All right? So guys, again, from the 1st of July, you will be able to sign up. I'll turn it back over to Miss... Oh, sorry. Ms. Webb would like to chime in.
All right, just to add to what Mr. Pemberton,
Mr. Pemberton, please,
was saying. So there will be the weekly pass, the daily pass, and there's also specific session that you may just want to attend. For example, those models might just want to attend the master classes in the model training. So there are those options depending on what you're interested in, and these sessions are not just for creatives, as the minister mentioned. We have generic sessions. You might think you're not a creative and you just want to, let me see what this is about. Even those professional, like corporate companies, you have your marketing departments. We target all of those areas. So it's not just creatives, it's for everyone. So July 1st, I'm excited to see what this is about. I too am going. I have to learn. I don't know everything, and so I'm very excited about the panel, the panel discussions, the master classes. Again, it's hands-on, it's extensive, and what I can say during these conversations with the managers and the facilitators themselves, they have so many sweet opportunities for our creators. Of course, everybody won't be able to get, those export opportunities, but we know a good amount of us in the various disciplines will get that opportunity, and they're really looking forward. Not one of them seems uninterested. They're very excited. And so our team, I have to thank the steering committee, which includes Chavanice, Rukas, Kasim, Karina, Ishal, Tashiela. They are the steering committee, but by extension, the entire Department of Creative Economy. We have Massey, Rod, Karine, Bianca, Anelto, Chevon, Sandra, Jevon, Khadija, and again, they are amazing. I love my job. I'm sure they too. They do too. And we are very passionate about the creative industry. Very, very, very passionate. So we are not just doing it because it's a job. We love what we do. And so we're going to make sure we craft the best thing that we can do with our resources for you. And I hope that you love what we are giving you in the inaugural Creative Power Arts Convention. The aim is to have it every 2 years because of how Carifesta falls. Carifesta is next year around the same time, and so we're going to be doing it every 2 years.
Thank you very much, Robertine. I can see from where I sit how engaged the team is at the creative economy. I'm going to let you out a little bit here. As I came in the room, I was asking the minister here, how is everything going? And he said, I can't complain. The team at the Creative Economy works so hard. I'm so proud of them. He literally said that, and it was just casual conversation. And I can see it, and I'm sure that many of you can see it as well. Not just with this convention, but generally, you are really seeing an improvement in the burst of arts here in St. Kitts and Nevis. So Ms. Thompson is on her feet, ready to ask us another question. This is the period, and it would be the final one, where you would be able to ask questions, make comments, etc., and learn more information. And then, of course, at the end of this, it doesn't just end here. The website, as well as the team at the Department of Creative Economy, will be available to answer any of your other questions as well. And if you are on social media, that is also a very good place to get more details about the convention and about any other work that they do.
Taking off my journalist hat for a minute. Y'all putting me back in school days when we in third form and we had to choose with subjects and the clashing and the anxiety, like, is so many of them, and it's only a week. So clearly I foresee that it's going to be a very tight schedule. What's his name? That holiday song comes to mind right now. I just can't see myself coming to work today. Like, I sat there and for a moment I'm like, if as many people in the creative economy are anything related to it in St. Kitts Nevis, if we all converge here during that time and space, that's like a precursor to Carnival. Like, nothing gonna be done. Like, Bastille shut down because everybody is at this thing. Just like when it's Carnival time, like, we know it, like, you're calling government ministries and nobody answering. You're calling offices because Carnival is, like, I foresee, like, that it's supposed that's what happens. Anyway, so, hat back on. We're talking business now because I hear passes and stuff like that. So, what is the general range? You don't want to say the specific price, that's understood. As she said, volume, and maybe somebody might, for some reason, can't come again. Prices change. What is the general range of these prices so that we can get our schedules in order? We have CPL to think about. We have Culturama, whatever else is coming up in September for Independence. So, yeah, we need finances. Yeah, we need to budget.
What I can do for you.
And
go ahead.
How much is this costing us?
What I can do for you, we can roll it out on Monday. How is that? The pricing, not the registration, because
Sure.
the scheduling needs to be. So I don't want to, again, multiple sessions will be going on at the same time. But we don't want any clashes in terms of, let's say, all the music the music facilitators are happening at the same time. You have to, phase them. So we have to really carefully curate that scheduling before we release it. Hence why we said July 1st. But the rollout of the pricing, the passes and so forth, we can get that to you on Monday. How is that?
That works. And let me better phrase that question. I don't know if sponsorship is involved. Who are the sponsorship partners? Government, taxpayers. How are we able to finance this initiative?
Thus far, 100% government. Department of Creative Economy, we are allocated a budget yearly, and so this was factored into our department's budget. It maybe not big, but we worked with it to get over 25. And, we have our plans for the year, and guess what? A lot of the objectives that we have for this year falls in line with the convention. So many activities that we had to accomplish this year, our different objectives, they're being done during the convention week. And what else I must say, I'm seeing a painter in the room. We do not have a facilitator in painting, right? But what we are doing, one of our fringe events is an arts gallery exhibition for the visual artists. It's not just restricted to painting, but sculptures and so forth. So we're going to be having that sort and even an auction within it. So we have something just for you. Culinary artists might be like, well, why in it for me? Come here, hear nothing. Well, we will be having a baking competition. Well, it's more on the creative side. So imagine cupcake wars, the decorative creativity, that we will be having that, and a taste affair. So those, disciplines that we really did not get to touch in terms of the facilitators, our fringe events will be able to accommodate that. We also have The Den, which is a creative business pitch for 2 days. I'm not going to say what the award is in terms of the monetary value, but it is going to be fantastic. And so we have the business side of things. We also have a minister's cocktail at the opening ceremony. We also have an after party, which is led by led by Kasim. So he is doing the after party. And we also have some, an event that will be mutually done with our ambassadors. So look forward to that. For which?
I think she would have mentioned that the funding would have come from the funds allocated to their department from the national budget, correct? Okay. I think she would have mentioned that. I'm hoping that I'm not jumping the gun here, because I realize the question is very direct and on the spot, but I think it will be very difficult for her to put a full dollar value on the entire project at this time. As for a range, there are so many things that go into. I understand your reasoning for the line of questioning, but there's so many things that go into, and so many things that would have to be worked out over the next couple of weeks. Even the cost of getting these persons here, hosting them in terms of where they stay, there's still an opportunity for sponsorship with the hotels, etc. in that regard. So I'm sure that before the convention comes to an end, you will definitely have a full cost to it. And I'm tasking Minister Duggins and Robertine as well, so I'm sure they will have that information readily available. Thank you so much for that comment and question as well, and to piggyback on what Robertine said, and to enlighten, to encourage. I know that there isn't something directly involving culinary, for example, since you mentioned that. But if you look at the material and you look at branding specialties and you look at export production and all of those things, even though there isn't a culinary facilitator, there's still quite a lot that anybody in any creative field can learn around general business and general essentials for being in the creative economy. So do not, if you don't see your niche directly listed, Don't worry about it, because I'm sure that there's material in the sessions that can benefit you and your business as well. Do we have any other questions?
Yarni, I would like to pitch in. I would like to recognize our ambassadors, Ms. Carissa Willett and Mr., let me get your full name, Kishan DJ Terror Henry. And also on our screen, well, okay, AJ, you take it down. We had just now the official flyer for the DJ workshop that I was speaking about. So that will be out on our social media very shortly. And so, since here, you can get your female kids interested and signed up, right? So that can be the next you.
Women. Any other questions? Team who were monitoring social media, were there any questions that were derived from that medium? No, none at all from our social media feeds? I guess the information was so comprehensive that the line of question is limited. So if there are no further questions, Ruckus, Mr. Pemberton, y'all trying to tie up me and my friend today. Mr. Pemberton who has a question or a comment.
Well, it's not so much a question, but it's more a pitch. So for any business out there who is listening to this press conference this morning, we are telling you that you can come on board. You can definitely partner with us. We are open to it. Now that you've heard all that will be happening from the 31st of August to the 7th of September, we are hoping that you will jump on board, because opportunities are there for you as well, not just for our creatives, but for you and your business.
We have sponsor or corporate packages available. We have the general packages, and we have the a la carte option, which is more so for the fringe events like the baking competition, the arts exhibition, showcase, the trade show. So if you want to join us, we would love that partnership. We'll promote you. Again, you see there's so much opportunity, because these facilitators we are bringing, they have a lot of following. A lot of following. And so we'll be able to promote you and, get it to our next level. So if you want to join us, you can contact us at Creative Economy. We're available. The email is creativeeconomy@gov.kn. The phone number is 467-1539 or 662-8239. We're available on all social media platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, yes, and we're also on LinkedIn. And so if you would like to be, a partnership, even if it's not anything, big in value, maybe there's, some tour guides who would want to sponsor the package, some tours to the facilitators so they can, post on social media and so forth. All of that is included. So don't just think it's limited to financial institution. Anybody can come on board, whether financially or in kind.
Quick question, because I just get two messages from two teachers texting upon watching this. Sorry. Thank you. Sorry, I just got one question regarding the DJ thing that you have coming up. Is there an age limit? Because apparently there's children 12 and 15 who's interested in learning, so they want to know. If there's
yes, it's DJ Terra. What age does it start from?
I wouldn't start at an age. Kids go on a DJ as well.
Yeah, because there are some who's interested.
So it's available to both teens and the younger population. However, let's say when the registration rolls in and we need to segment it further, we will. Because, a 5-year-old might not learn as a 13-year-old. And so we'll get that to you. But the registration would open very shortly, and we'll take that comment into consideration.
Quick question. My creative peers asking me, what is the price of the convention?
That means you wasn't listening.
See, you guys are not paying attention.
So
I just asking for my creative peers that just logged in online.
Everything was going to.
I know how much it is. I just want y'all to say it again for the people that just logged in.
Jonathan.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
So everything, including pricing and the registration, was going to open on July 1st. But what we have done, very special for Ms. Thompson, we're going to let the pricing be known on Monday coming. Yes? And then the registration, so you have to really, the registration going to be very hectic. So if you know you want a weekly pass, you can't just pay for the weekly pass and it ends there. You have to make sure you select the different sessions you want so that this spot doesn't fill up. So all of that will be revealed July 1st, but pricing is going to be affordable. That's what I can say. And it's going to be revealed on Monday. So stay tuned to your social medias to see what the pricing is like on Monday. Yes?
All right, so while we still have your ears, I would just like to say that next week, Wednesday, we have our drumming recital, and that's going to be happening right there at the Pentecostal Church that's opposite Dr. William Connor Primary School, and it's called Heartbeat, The Journey, and it's absolutely free. It's absolutely free, so nobody have to ask me how much it costs. It's absolutely free, and that's next week, Wednesday, the 26th. All right, the 26th of June. So, guys, make sure you're going out and support that. It starts at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. there at the Pentecostal Church opposite the Dr. William Connor Primary School, and of course, you can go out for free. It's an event that you don't want to miss. We have the teens and we have the younger ones from the primary school. They are going to be there, and adults as well. Adults will also be there as well. So you guys can go out and check that. And also we have our fusion arts camp coming up in the summertime. That's from the 29th of July to the 10th of August. And so the ages for this one is from 7 years old. Go up. And when I say go up, I mean we are doing adults as well for this summer camp. And this one will cover pan in splendor, drum dynamics, and also dance, which is 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so it's dance, drumming, and also steepan. And that runs for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, from the 29th of July until the 10th of August. And the price is just $50 for 2 weeks, covering 3 areas for $50 for 2 weeks. All right? And we have different times as well. 7 to 10-year-olds will be from 9 a.m. to 12 midday. 11 to 16 will be from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And then the adults are going to be from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So if there are any adults who would like to, learn, of course, you can definitely come on board with that, all right? And this one is going to be at the Dr. William Connor Primary School. That's the location.
And you see how such a small team we are, but have so many events going on?
It's a lot.
We're trying our best to make the creative economy successful, and we are getting there very gradually and successfully. So thank you all for your support.
That brings us to the end of this morning's conference. We thank the team. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not see you standing there. So this will be our final comment or question, but any others you may have, you may direct them to the department.
I was just about to say that this is really going to be a summer of action, and that's my point, really. How are you integrating the news media into your plans? Because with so many things happening, and with such small media staff that we have, you need to get the coverage that is going to spread the word to the general population. So how are your plans in regards to integrating the media?
So Kasim is our marketing and communications officer. We also have Isha Stanley and Karina Doe, who works on the media and marketing and communication side of things. As I said, a small team, but we know how to strategize. For example, this stream is being broadcasted on Freedom FM and Win FM so that we can reach a wider audience. We are also doing social media ads, and we are also in contact directly with all of the media houses in St. Kitts and Nevis. And outside of St. Kitts and Nevis, because we have sent invitations to all of the departments of culture, entertainment, and creative economy across the Caribbean. And so we are expecting persons to also come in for this convention as well.
Thank you very much. We are going to close out this morning's proceedings. I want to thank you for your interest, those of you who journeyed here physically, as well as those of you who joined us and stayed with us virtually. We appreciate your support entirely. I want to take this opportunity again to commend any sponsors of any kind, in cash, in kind, anybody who would have contributed to the success and the organization of this event. I want to thank the Ministry of Creative Economy for the conceptualizing and execution of this convention. I know it will be historic, as you already see, it's the inaugural one, but I know even the very content and the material that will be presented, it will be historic and it will advance the creative economy tremendously in St. Kitts. I want to thank all of the professionals who are desirous of joining us for that convention. Those of you who have already made up your mind, barring anything, that you are going to be there at that convention, we welcome you. We are excited to see the magic that you will create and the things that will come about from your joining in this convention. Thank you once again for being here. We look forward to the actual event. And I hope that when it's all said and done, all of the things that would have been shared will be used to transform the creative space in St. Kitts and Nevis. Safe journeys back to your respective places, and thank you very much once again. There are light refreshments at the side here. If you want to grab a bite, feel free.